Welcome everyone. Welcome to, I haven't streamed for a long time. It's taken me a long time to do some things. I have no idea why. I'll fix it up, but my usual screen is this, and it's not what it left. I left it completely different to that. I don't know what happened. I gotta fix that up, but not now. Also gotta fix up my burritos at the top. They're a little bit, the repeat's a little bit out of sync. Let me just check some things. Alright, so let's get some music going. What have we got? How's everyone? Everyone ready for first ever burrito bash? I did one last night but didn't count because it was just a test event. Where's my music? God, it's been so long since I streamed it. Everything is confusing. Why is everything different? All I want, yeah, we'll just put these ones up. Might be a little bit. IndieVElo is very loud. Change that setting in IndieVElo. Where's the sound? Audio settings. Master volume. Maybe just turn the music down more. There we go. That'll do. Alright, how's everything working on the stream? Let me know if anything's wrong. I've got my, where's the event? There it is. How many people are in the race now? I know Josh isn't joining. Pete said he's not joining. I've got a few. Gatesy might join, but he's doing tiny races at the moment. At the very worst, we're going to have 4 bots and me. Alright, what else am I doing? I'm going to make sure that, this is the other thing too. It's all a bit of a test event. Make sure everything's working. I've got my controllers here. How's the quality? Looking at my stream, the quality looks a bit crap, but that might just be on YouTube. It might be fine. All right, so where am I going to? That's right. Let's just make sure that my trainer has resistance, because with Doritos, oh, I've got my heart rate. Give me a second. Give me a second. Whoop. Where'd I put my heart rate pod? Oh, there it is. Relax. Calm down. I better turn my camera off in case I flash my boobs. Where's OBS? I don't know why that chat's there. I set it up and I can't find where that chat things come from underneath my... Back again. So why is that chat there? Anyway, that's another question for another time. How's the sound? Am I stupidly loud? Okay, so it's just make sure, because I've got to do a little dance to get this trainer resistance to work on the Dorito usually. So virtual gears. And oh no, the virtual gears are working. Wow, that's the first time since I've got back into IndieVElo that everything works straight away. Making me look like a liar. Alright, so how long have we got? We got 6 minutes 53. Don't to join Pen first. What I'll do is I'll go through something that I have for IndieVElo. I turn slope feel off because I don't need to feel the heels. But if you have a wind feel on, actually it's not really wind feel, it's wind resistance. So if you have wind feel and slope feel on, it's really confusing because you'll be riding along in the pack. So I'll explain, I'll shut this. So I've got wind feel at full, no slope, brake feel, and then I do have compatibility mode. Usually I've got to flick the on and off to get things to work. 26 virtual gears. Let's get an upgrade. Let's go 30. Okay. So with wind feel, can you see my mouse? I'm not sure if it does capture it, but my draft, at the moment the wind's from the right. I've got about 75% draft. And so it's quite easy to pedal in this gear. But if I move forward, which is quite difficult because you gotta, it's a bit like Zwift with the new pack dynamics, you gotta push past rise, you can't just roll through. So now it's harder to pedal because I've hit the wind. I really like that new feature. You don't need a draft meter. I can just feel that I'm in the wind. So if I drop back, at least I'm warming up doing this. I'll drop back and then it will start feeling easier. There we go, start having to lift my cadence. I really like that because I can feel when I'm in the draft. I just have to look. So, but the problem is people put slope and draft feel in, so it's really confusing because you'll be riding along and it'll suddenly get harder. And you're thinking, why? I'm on the flat. And then you're on the hill and it'll suddenly get easier, but you haven't actually, you're still on the hill. There's no change in gradient. So it actually confused me a lot the very first time I started IndieVELO. I thought there was, because it's still in beta, I thought there was just an issue with my trainer and the slope mode, until I realised that wind feel is actually wind resistance. It's pretty cool when you've got a tailwind and then you turn around the corner and you hit your headwind. I don't need this. Alright, let's join the pen. I should be on Discord, but I'm just reading my Discord chat. Hey Marky Mark. Sorry I didn't notice that. Hey Catesy. I'll have a quick look around whilst so the controls, when you're actually in the game, you've got to press shift if you want to move the camera around when you're riding to get a good view. Otherwise, if you use left right buttons, it actually controls your steering. So that confuses you. So at the moment I'm trying to steer left, but there's riders in the way. Won't let me. If I ease up I can get across, but I just need to find a gap. But let's join the pen before I forget. Shut up, Gatesy. Alright, I'm ready to get smashed. I'm so unfit. I didn't update my weight in the game and I weighed myself and everything. God damn it. I've lost a kilo. I'm back to 85 kilos, which is what I'm in Zwift. But I put myself down as 86 the other day in IndieVELO and I've lost a kilo. God damn. I'm going to lose now, aren't I? Why have I lost your... What's going on with the chat? Let's have a look. Where's my chat screen settings? God, it's been a while, so long since I've streamed that... No, I don't know why it's cutting it out. Why are you cutting out the chat? Alright, so for those who are watching Well, actually, those who are racing, because those who are watching can just enjoy the stupidity. But this race is neutralised until the very first climb. You can see it on the... Can you see? Yeah, you can see my mouse. So it's neutralised to the top of this first... Oh, here we go. Neutralised to the top of this climb. Such a noob. Starts off 150 watts and then climbs to... increases 200 watts. But I think it's based on the pace bot weight. Ah, Kurt's in here. Better actually type. It's so hard to type. So what I set it up is that you put a minimum number of riders. So I put 5, just in case. I didn't want to stream and have no one to race against. If you get 5 riders in the race and there's no bots, and if you have, so no bots if you have 5 riders. If you don't have 5 riders, you get a bot. I'm not supposed to be a race organizer. I can't type fast enough. I don't think there is a brake key. You basically just stop pedaling. Oh crap! There's 20 seconds to go. I don't know why I'm stressed. It's neutral. Strong wind as well. What's happening, Nick? Am I going to beat you? That's one person I've beaten. Alright, so no reason to smash it. What's everyone gotta calm down? So basically with the neutral bot, if you exceed, well, if you go past the bot, it just puts the brakes on, sort of. So you can ride really, really hard. Hey Mick. Thank you. So yeah, if you pass the bot, it just slows you down. Whereas if you just cruise along, especially now, like it's a 14 kilometre an hour headwind, so the draft is so good. Oi. Hey, Gatesy's got the Aussie colour kit. And you'll see when we go tailwind that we go so much faster. We are going downhill though. So there's the brake light at the moment. So you just don't pedal. Marky mark. You can pedal mid-corner, I think, because it just takes a little while for it to pick up your power. But it will penalise you if you try and pedal into the corner. Oops, don't need ride. Gunner. Stop smashing it, Gunner. Don't know why it's a bot and why can't I type? Get me typing. Type. Why is my chat cutting out Gatesy? Who's the bot? Yeah, you just gotta sit behind the bot. You guys are yo-yoing all over the place. Stop it. But once the bot goes, well, we're going up the client too. We've got a good tailwind. I can steer to the right. Give me right. So for those that don't know about steering, this is the steering up here on virtual gears. So, oh, too hard. So if I want to neutralize the steering, I just press the other direction once. It's very slow steering. It's not like Zwift where you swerve all over the place. But the thing about steering on IndieVELO is it puts you in the position that it thinks actually is the best spot, if it's free. Obviously if it's like this, at the moment everyone's jostling for position, then you sort of get what you get. Who's that charging off the front? You can't go any faster. Who is it? Maybe it's the bot. Is it? Oh, so there's a brake. Now I'll just start pedaling now because you can actually feel the brake if you set it. That's how I saw that's how I realised I was braking, because I actually felt it rather than I wasn't paying attention. Why is the chat cutting off the bit at the bottom? Who's that, Nick? Is that Nick? I can't press chat. Oh shit, I'm getting loose in I'm getting dropped. It was actually quite hard for me. Oh, I have got the fan on. It was quite hard for me in the test event yesterday because it's 200 watts for the pace bot, which I'm guessing they probably set it about 70 or 75 kilos like Zwift. Now the Valtros I've got on my bike, they can do all the camera stuff, but they're a bit finicky. I'm going to do camera 0. They're not. What? What am I doing up here? Here we go. Yeah. So I'm using the Valtros Holly. I can't really show them, but I'm doing a video of them this weekend. I think they're a Valtro. Where's my case for them? Only thing is you can't use them to change gears. So at the moment, if I press onto OBS, then I go to press change gears on them. They do nothing. You have to actually press on the screen. It's just like Zwift if you're pressing the power up. Top of the climb, Mick. I set it so at least we make sure there's no issues with people, because a lot of people are doing their first race. Making sure that everyone's got everything sorted. You can see the graph, Mick? Neutral's the grey section. Get out of the way. God, I can't get it. It's stupid. Get out of the way. You see the arrow, Mick? Anyway. So you can see neutral is grey, and then once the colour starts, that's the race. There will be a banner, or I think they've actually got flares or something for the start of the race. So we go down the hill, onto the flat, back up to the velodrome, a lap of the velodrome, then back up this bloody hill, and then back to the velodrome. I thought it would just be a good way to get everyone involved in a race with different abilities. Get to the top of the climb so everyone can be in the group for the flat for a little bit. It makes a huge difference, the wind. If you've got a tailwind, it's almost like you're not in a draft. And I'm not quite sure. We'll see when we're climbing that the wind will be going, tailwind will be faster than actual climbing speed, but it shows I have a draft, or there's a break. It shows I've got a draft. So I wonder if it's actually a negative draft. It just doesn't, well, not negative draft, but you're getting a tailwind rather than a draft, which would kind of make sense. So at the moment the wind's 16 kilometers an hour and I'm doing 15, but it's showing that I got a draft. Could just be an error though. I should not be getting a draft when the wind's hitting me from behind. Don't get dropped, everyone. Who's that easing up? Are they going hard again? It's a race, Mick, it's a race. It'll come up. It's actually also a rated race. So you have to have a trainer, have to have heart rate, have to have cadence. I know some people will be annoyed that they can't join, but there's lots of other races to do. Oh, what's happened? Should I get a little dropout or something? Looks like I've got a little dropout. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to go to the right. I should have used my controls. So now my draft will go up, in theory. Plus I'll cut the corner. Why is my chat cutting off everyone's descriptions? Well, you've been chat. Better neutralise that steering. So it's still quite a hard climb for me. I'm glad I didn't set 250 watts. I'd be buggered. It's supposed to be 200 watts as we start the race. Doesn't really advise the ramp. True, Kurt. I think one of the issues is because everyone else bounces around, so it's hard to stay in the one spot. Alright, there we go, start of the race. In the draft I go. It's a good tailwind, so we're doing like 100 kilometers an hour. I'll steer to the right. Okay, braking, neutralise the steering, and pedal like fuck. I've also set that you get booted if you do weird pedaling styles. So I'll probably get booted. Alright, pedal now. Who's in the group? We lost one. Harry Taylor. We lost Vincent and Harry. Are they bots? I don't know. Sorry if you are not a bot. Oh, the dirt team. Oh, come on, get over this hill. So I've got a massive tailwind now. Braking. Kick out of the corner. Steer to the left. Steer to the left. Don't know why I did that. I just got to the front, didn't I? Nick. Go for it, Nick. Alright, it's going to be a massive headwind in a second. I thought, Nick, your computer wasn't working properly. Alright, steer to the right. Get a bit of draft. Oh, braking. I think also cornering. If you start from the corner from the right, you might corner better. I'm not sure. That's a complete guess. Alright, massive headwind. No reason to hit the front here. Oh, I can't pedal with that headwind. Let's get to the right of this group if I can. There we go. Alright, neutral steering again. I can't see what it says, Lee. I can see the right in front still reducing the wind resistance. Something else. I have to wait for someone else to comment. I That's funny. I tested it last night too. Let's go to spectate. Where's my... I don't know if I can though. I've got noes had the dropout on the climb. I wonder if that's why I had that. Where's the broadcast? Can I get into the broadcast? I am the broadcaster. Don't know if I can broadcast halfway through the event though. Connected. Challenges. Events. Sprinters climb. No, I can't see it. My events. History. Organise events. Broadcast stream. View. There we go. I actually was wondering if that was going to happen, Mick. I raced last night, but I didn't get those dropouts. I'll look in the file, but I think there was some dropouts. All right, who are we going to watch? Gatesy. Where's the chat? Oh, I can't chat. Can I kick Gatesy? I'm the commissaire or whatever to call it. I should be able to kick him out. Don't know whether... I'll have a look at the log. I'll send it to George. I suspect I was having dropout issues. I'll send it to Zwitty's Twitter. He'll love it. I can concentrate on broadcasting now. Here's the yellow jersey rider. Where is he? Is it Marky Mark? Yeah, Marky Mark. Where's Nick? Nick and Gunner have exited the building. I've got a massive headwind, so you've really got to work as a group. You can see the draft that Gunner's getting compared to Nick. There we go. Gatesy's done the tiny races before he came here, so he'd be probably buggered. And Gunner smashing Nick. Calm down, Gunner. I'm a cheater, Katie. I had a dropout on the climb. I noticed. I didn't check to see if I was getting dropouts on the descent, but it did seem, well, it's obvious that what happens is when you go the, what is it, sprint coast, we're on the descent. I don't think it makes a difference, Mick. I don't think if you have dual recording it makes a difference. It's only if the trainer doesn't meet the guidelines. But I did a race last night just to check on the descent, because you're going hard, going easy, going hard, going easy. You got like 1 frame per second, Nick. Gunner just needs to ride around you. Where's Chris? It is pretty funny though, Katie. I get booted from my own event after making a video about cheats. But I don't really, it's annoying that I don't get the race, but this is why I like IndieVELO. If there's issues, I'd like to know about it. It's because you're running a potato, Nick. What do they got? They've got a healthy gap. Can I just click on the... No, I can't just click on the groups. Maybe I can try and fix my chat while I'm here. What's wrong with my chat? Why are you... See, I can't lower any further and it's cutting off. Why? Why? What happens if I change my other screen? Now it just cuts that off. Maybe that's why it's cutting off, potentially. What if I get rid of chat here? No. OBS is weird sometimes. I don't know why I've got the chat in the background here. I didn't put it in. There's no chat on this scene. Oh well. Maybe I can move this across. Kind of looks... it's alright, isn't it? Maybe I'll move it slightly. That'll do. You can't see everything on this screen. It's not designed for... It's not designed for the actual race. It's designed just for that. Let's get back to what's happening in the race. Can't see what you said, Nick. What did you say, Nick? Oh, Chris is on the attack. Oh, he's trying to case Gatesy. Gates is on the attack. You got 1 minute to make Gatesy. Where's my graph? I can't look at my graph, can I? Because I'm not in the race anymore. I was going to see if I had sticky from dropouts. So this is the first end of the lap. So there's 2 laps. Don't really need my fan on anymore. How's Chris going? Stuck in no man's land, Chris. Oh, Harry's a little bit behind Vincent. You beat me though, you guys. Alright, let's have a look at the controllers. How do I, what can I do here? All of these controllers. Just press all the buttons. Probably kick. I'm the connoisseur, so I'll probably accidentally kick someone from the race, pressing all the buttons. So that's what I do then. Wait. I think pressing one of these across or down changes something. What if I press shift and then do things? Did do something. There we go. No, it's this one here. Okay, so that changes riders back or forward. Hey. If I press the other buttons while I'm in viewing. No, they don't do anything. Alright. Gates is catching the burrito, boys. Or we go back the other way. Oh no, he's not catching. 1:26. I should go back to go show the banner, the burrito banner. Look at that, on all its glory. That's a pretty cool kit actually. What team is this? Is this the bot or is this this trim? Maybe it's the bot. Does show me as a team though. I don't know. You are on a ship like Gatesy. But don't forget, Gates, there's a massive wind. So if there's two riders, they can swap turns through the wind. Plus Gunner's a friggin' beast. You've done the tiny races, Gunner. Named Gatesy. It's because you got that bloody lesbian kit. Wrong wheels. Did you not see the video I did in IndieVELO equipment performances? Yes, look at Gunner. It's only doing 135 watts, Nick. Probably not the best time to check him. How come you're not getting the brake light, Nick? You're just smashing watts. I don't know why I'm pedaling. I'm not getting anything for it. I don't get any fit fire or anything. Braking zone. Stop pedaling, Nick. Now you can pedal. Alright, Gatesy. Oh, you got met up with you got Chris. How do I get this view? Where's Gatesy gone? There he is. Did they just fly past you, Gatesy, in the draft? If I press graph again. Graph. No, can't get the graph. Got 2 minutes. There's no way you're going to catch 2 minutes on the climb there, Gatesy. Give it a try. Chris is hanging in. Trim, Kurt, Marky Mark. The race is on here. Better put my headphones back in. Oh, getting caught up on my controllers. Which screen do you guys prefer? This screen or this screen? Whoops. Just changed to the holding screen, which doesn't work properly. Why is it all buggered up? Race screen. Wait, who's just... Is that you, Gatesy? What have you done? Or did you just slow up? What's happening up the front? Oh, Nick's smashing your gunning. What are you doing? Just a lazy 430 watts. 450. Actually, Zwift does look a little bit better in many ways, especially with the avatar animation, but IndieVELO doesn't look too bad sometimes. And the advantage of IndieVELO is it's based on the Unreal Engine, so I'm just waiting for someone to come along and do third-party shaders, just like they do with Assetto Corsa. Anyway, if you look at other platforms where 3D mods are possible with Unreal Engine. Well, no, Assetto Corsa is not the Unreal Engine, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but someone can potentially come along and make a third-party app shader, make the graphics look better, and then Nick's computer will run at 0.0005 frames per second. Almost at the top of the climb. On the way down now. So when you're doing fan view, as we have to call it, the keys are different, which is what threw me off when I was doing quite a few quite a few views, is when I fan view, you can just use the keys to move around, and plus and minus moves the camera in and out. But when you're riding, plus or minus is virtual keys, and the left and right is steering. So you've actually got to press shift. Oh, Gunner's doing 91 kilometers an hour. Oh, there goes a burrito. Gatesy's chucked in the towel. Soft Gatesy. Yeah, I wanted to put draft on full to see what happened, Gatesy, but I think I could probably turn it down to just medium. You gotta remember, Gunner's he's heavy like me, so he does heavy watts, 2 riders versus 1, but It'd be interesting. This is why I want to do these races every week. Test out what the racing's like. So if there's anything weird, so we can provide feedback. George actually said that he changed something in the physics to yesterday or today, I think, but he's not telling anyone what it is. See if we can figure it out. Where's my IndieVELO screen? Just needs to be lifted up just a touch, I think. Oh no, it's just the way it is. Why is the bottom just cut off? No, can't help it. It's the way it is. Oops, what's going on here? What am I moving? Under you. What are you doing, what are you doing, Casey? I'm fan viewing and you stopped. Letting me down. I got booted, Sean. I put on verification, well, so that you can't do the sprint coast, and on the way up the climb I got a dropout, and then on the descent doing probably sprint coast, just staying in the group. But I suspect I was getting dropouts. So I'll look back on the fit file and have a look to see, and then send it to George. I don't mind getting booted, because if there's something wrong, then I want to know about it. I did the race yesterday to check, just to make sure, because I was thinking on the descent there could be issues, because you pedal and then you stop, pedal and then stop. Didn't have any issues yesterday, but I didn't have any dropouts. But it is pretty funny. Cheat. But no one else has been booted, so that's a good thing. I don't think anyone else has been booted. It's hard to tell, obviously, without. Harry and Vincent going along. Trim's lost the group. Marky Mark. Kurt, Marky Mark. Where's Chris? So everyone's kind of spread out. Except for Kurt. Marky Mark, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, Kurt and Marky Mark are together. Chris has made a gap. I've been booted, Greg. Booted from my own race. I'll have a look at the fit file later on. I raced last night just to check, because there's a descent after neutral. And I got that sticky, not sticky, what's the pedal and then coast, pedal and coast thing, so you get booted. But I was getting a dropout, I noticed on the climb. I might have got lots of dropouts and not noticed. And then rather comically, it booted me from the event. So far so good, Sean. I'm now watching, because I've set the event up, I can broadcast it, so I can actually join in, luckily. Otherwise it would be very annoying to be. It is quite comical, Greg. But I think I was, maybe I can choose Amp Plus, because I did Amp Plus last night, I think, looking back at it, and I used Bluetooth tonight, I think. I'll have a look. Or maybe it's because I used Amp Plus. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, was I using Amp? I think it's because I was using Amp Plus. Usually I use Bluetooth, because my Amp Plus is actually just a crap thing that I've plugged into my computer, whereas Bluetooth is from my computer. So that could be the comical reason. Setting up all the stream and then not choosing Bluetooth. We'll see at the end of the race. If it was Bluetooth, then I'm not quite sure what happened, but if it was Amp Plus, then it 100% makes sense. Where's Nick? I might do a race after this one. Because I haven't really, I never really got to race. I got a good little workout doing neutral and then the descent. I gotta change the music, it's far too chill. There we go. So you can see that there's a I put strong wind, Greg. So you can see the draft's bugger all for this, for Kurt, because he's to the side. But now as soon as he moves to the right, he gets a massive draft. So Mark and Kurt can work together, because it's so hard pushing against that wind by yourself. I can't read for some reason the very bottom. Thanks for the ride on. It'll come out soon, Greg, but I'm not sure if it'll come out for subscribers only or if it comes out free for everyone. Chris is working hard against the wind. Mind you, so's these two. Mark. I've got the burrito emblem in the game. You'll see when we go through the banner here. It'd be good if there was boardings as well. Come on, Gunner, you're getting beat by Nick. Why can't I move you? There we go. I've got the game controllers, Greg, but they're, what are they called? I'm actually gonna go and get them. So that, well, I'll go and get the bag. I'll put. Alrighty, I'm back. I'll turn my camera back on. Yeah, so I've got the Avotro. I keep saying Avotro. So on my handlebars, I don't mind them, but I don't know if are they worth the money? Not sure. Depends how you use the game. Yeah, Nick's at the front. I'll change the other screen so you can actually see the gaps. So Nick's 26 seconds ahead. Chris is 3 minutes 38 behind, and 4 minutes to Kurt and Mark. Gatesy's giving it up. And then Trim, not sure if Trim's bot. Then Vince and Harry. Nick's got running at potato, Greg, so he can't actually see what's going on. It's like 1 frame per second. With broadcast, I can see why you have to use the game engine, but it'd be nice if I could set up another event while I'm doing this, so I can get myself ready for another one. Nick's almost there. I'm starting to get cold. I might have to do maybe I'll wait till Nick gets over the line. I kind of want to see who wins between Kurt. Oh, they're split. They're split. So this is a big feature in this course is that you take the high road and you can't see who's taking which road leading into it. Now the road on the top is slower at the start, but it's faster at the finish. They both, in theory, they both take exactly the same amount of kilojoules for the distance, but I prefer the high road because when you come off the high road you actually have a little bit of momentum, so you can come blasting past through the draft. But Marky Mark's made a move. Trim's come back. Marky Mark's made 8 seconds on that section. Chris is well out and ahead. So the other thing too you got to get used to with the IndieVELO is you've got on the left hand side you've got the groups, and it's like what we see when we're watching broadcasts on TV. So you've got Gunner's 47 seconds behind, and then Chris 3 minutes 59, etc. On the right hand side it's the gaps to the person you're looking at. So if I look at Kurt, then the gap to Nick's going to be 5 minutes, and Trim's the same. But then if I go to Gunner, it all changes. So it did confuse me at first when I was like, what's the gaps? I was 1 kilometre to go. Nick's flying around. $250 meters to go. Kick, Nick, kick. See how fast he's going with that tailwind. Here we go. Burrito Bash's first winner. Thing with IndieVELO too is when you finish the event, you just stay with all the other riders, so you can ride around. It doesn't like you suddenly appear in the world with everyone else. So it's kind of good because you chill out after the race. Yeah, Nick trains. He rides outdoors far too much. What'd you say, Nick? I've got to go to my other screen to see what you said. Nice gentle finish. See, so we'll actually see what happened to Gunner. Oh, it's gone. Gunner, you've left the game. How did that happen? I'm just scrolling the mouse wheel and it's changing some things. Not quite sure how. Anyway. Alright, I've got to go and do another race. I want to see who finishes this though. Who wins this section? How far have they got to go? 5 minutes. I'm getting cold. I gotta hang out, don't I? See this. I've got to see this finish. Then I'll do a race. Chris is a minute up the road. I've got 2 kilometers to go. Well, there's an attack, not an attack. So the tail lights, I've got it set up. You can set it to whatever you want. I actually tried to set it differently because it confused me. But I've set it so if you're attacking it goes green. Because I tried setting it to if you're attacking it goes red. but then it just confuses you because you're not sure if the brake's coming up or not. So I just set it to green. But you can set it to whatever you want, but you can't set it how it transitions. So if you put it as, say, green at the highest, then as it transitions, it sort of goes through different colours that confuse you. For the brake lights, or the reflectors. What would you call it? Just the lights, tail lights. You can't wave in this game too. Can change the head-up display a little bit. No, I don't want to. How do I change the head-up display? I can't while I'm broadcasting. Oops. Hey, who's that? Is that still in the game? I can still see Gunner. How come I can't choose Gunner? Maybe it's because he's not racing. There's Nick. So I can still see him, I just can't choose them. There you go, Chris, come around for the finish. I also couldn't hear the bell. Maybe because I didn't... It usually goes ding 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 ding. Maybe it doesn't have it for the broadcaster, only for the rider. I pressed the F10 too late. Alright, so here we got last lap, or is this a sprint finish? I wasn't watching. Now this is the last lap. Marky Mark versus Kurt. Get out of the way, Nick. Get off the road. Could have caused an accident. Alright. Alright, done and dusted. Done and dusted. It's actually a nice colour kit, that one. I've still got to make a burrito kit. Alright, so I better do my own race. Where's Vincent? Sorry, Vincent and Hattie, but thanks for joining. I better do my own race now. Let's see what. That's the big question. Is it in Bluetooth? If it's AM Plus, I'll perfectly understand. Pair equipment. Ah, bloody AM Plus, isn't it? It's AMP Plus. That was my mistake. Alright, never do AMP Plus. Bluetooth. So I do AMP Plus for my pedals, which are asleep because I haven't done anything. Wake them up. I do that because I get the better metrics for it. Alright, let's do a race. Events, events, events. What have we got? Time trial. Jesus Christ, no thanks. Elimination race. What up to unranked event? 2 minutes. Granddad. Not doing 50 kilometers. No thanks. What about Forest Villager and 20 laps elimination? Alright, I'll do that one. Anyone else signed up for it? No, it's just all bots. That's alright. Gives me an exercise. What else have we got though? Unranked. 17 minutes. Getting cold. Maybe I'll just make my own event. Group ride. Not for ages. Now let's just sign this up for this one. Velodrome. Sign up for this if you want to. Everyone. It's elimination race. Yeah, performance verification. I know. I just had that. Yeah, it's pretty cool how it has the battery. And also the other thing too, the fit file. I would prefer if the fit file all goes to one database, but the fit file does show which device you used, so you can't go around swapping devices. So that's definitely Bluetooth. And what have I got? Bluetooth. Doesn't really matter for cadence, I don't think. It's more for the trainer. Whoa. The other thing too is that you can calibrate whilst you're doing a group ride, because you can use the cafe stop, what is it? Coffee stop indefinitely and pedal, and then you can do a calibration, which I did the other day. Gotta change my gears. Go and do a ride. Now let's do a ride. No, I'll do a pace. Let's ride with Amber. I can show you actually what I'm talking about. So that at the moment I can just, oh, turn left. I can just hit this button. Oops, wrong one. I can just hit this button and I can indefinitely not pedal, or I can pedal. It does mess up after a little while, but and then I can go into menu. Oops, not trainer settings, pairing equipment. Then I can calibrate. Should I calibrate? My trainer's been sitting doing nothing for a while. I can also calibrate the pedals. But you can do that in game without getting dropped, which is great if you're warming up for an event. Oh, actually, you're warming up and you forget to calibrate, and you want to calibrate, and you're in a group ride. It means you don't have to enter the group ride 10 minutes before. Thanks for joining, Marky. I won't I'll make sure I use Bluetooth, not AM Plus next time. That's 100% why I got booted. That's why I was getting dropouts. It's quite hilarious. I am actually, is it here? I'm enjoying this cafe stop thing. I better turn it off because I've got a break time over. Got to warm up for this next race. Just make sure that if you pair your trainer, make sure you pair your trainer with the good device, whether it's Bluetooth or AMP Plus, whichever's a stronger signal. Do not use your AMP Plus if you've got crap AMP Plus signal. It will be hilarious if I get booted from this event, but I'm pretty confident I won't. Probably get eliminated pretty quick though. What I'm loving here is the draft, or the feel of the draft. I've got it set up so that I don't have any slope, no slope feel, but I've got wind feel. If you have both of them set up, it's a little bit confusing. But wind feel at 100% feels good. Lets you know if you're losing the draft. You can't drop the bot, Gunner. You can try, but you're just pushing shit uphill. Anyone else want to join this event? Maybe too late now. Only thing I've noticed is it doesn't seem to, if you do, where's the setting, or is it on the other one? Where was it? Is it power equipment? No, it's not that. Trainer settings. I thought there was a, was it graphics? Oh, that's right. UAI, not UI, user interface settings. So if you choose power smoothing, none or instant, or 5 seconds, it doesn't seem to change. Let's see. There has been an update, but no, so it's still, I'll stop pedaling, maybe it shows it on that. Well, maybe it is there. I'll go back to instant. And that's not the one. Actually it is. Instant. What's that? What's that? What's that? Alright, gotta blast it out of here, guys. These bots absolutely start like a rocket. Oh, maybe a little bit too hard. Alright, so elimination race. Oh, what was the suggestion I was talking about? Here. I got like a mind of a goldfish at the moment. Oh, you just said some suggestions. Yeah, it's good. I've been part. Oh. I wasn't paying attention. That's hilarious. I was too busy reading the chat. This is a classic stream. Let's set up my own race. Oh man. Maybe I'll just delete this one. Event. Elimination. I've got to wait another 5 minutes. What have we got? Let's just do the southern. What does it say? Is there anyone else in it? Was there anyone in my stream in that race? Alright, let's just do this one. I need to do something. I'm getting, it's another verification too, so we'll see. This is turning into that sort of terrible stream. I was trying to think of the suggestions that I had. I think one of the suggestions for streaming is not get dropped on the first lap. I'd love to have picture in picture so that I can view, like have my rider, but then the front of the race. I want to press, speaking of which, give me there. What else was I thinking of? There's quite a few things, but I forgot what they are now. That's right, hotkeys. Hotkeys are, I was talking about it earlier. Give me the chance to change what does what. At the moment on my gamepad, I can't. I want to have one controller, so if I want to put everything on the one controller, I can. At the moment it's split between both controllers. I don't need two controllers. I just want to stick them all on the one thing. What else was I going to think of? Let me see, what did I send to George? I put it in the chat on Discord as well. Let me see. Let me say features, what did I say? Ah, that's right, cameras. I'd love to be able to have a camera that in this view where I can unlock. Instead of being locked on the right, I can make the camera focus to anywhere else and actually fly around, because finish line camera would be good. You can set it there, plus also just in terms of making content. For a second I was worried I didn't have any resistance in my trainer. That would have been funny. Alright, let's get ready to race. Let's pay attention this time. I'll try and finish a race. At least I can't get booted. Well, I shouldn't get booted for verification because I'm on Bluetooth. Alright, hard start again. 2, 1, go! Okay, this is a bot race for those who tuned in to watch me do a human race. Rather comically, I was using Amp Plus rather than Bluetooth, which has terrible connection. I got booted, which was actually annoying as hell, but it was also fantastic in a feature of IndieVELO. One of the reasons why I want to race on IndieVELO is if I'm getting dropouts, then it also indicates that potentially I'm also cheating. A bit of a hot topic for me at the moment is that sticky watts are not okay, and if you're getting dropouts, it kind of looks like sticky watts, but that means you got issues with your setup. So I'd rather get booted and be told to fix the issues with the setup. What the hell? Is this a sprint to the points, is it? Must be. So I'd rather get booted, have to deal with the technical issues, than people who are doing the wrong thing, not getting booted, just so, well, living off those who have technical issues. Whew. So it's a sprint every lap, I remember now. It's gonna be hard. All right, concentrate, kick out of this corner. Surrender metres to the sprint, get into it. The microphone was hitting my controller. Oh, gear change. There's another sprint, isn't there? Jesus. Comes up so quick. What a horrible race. Get a bit of drafty. Get ready to sprint like hell. Again. Is that too early? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, wrong gears. This is horrible. So far to go. Alright, no sprinting this time. Sit in. Cold to come out. Move up. Ease. I think the bots are dead too, hopefully. So good having live points tally. Swear Zwift. Good. Improved so much on. Pat's coming with pace. No, no ride-ons, no socks. Can't even wave. Funny thing is I'm doing a lot more sprint easy in this effort compared to when I got booted. But just goes to show that it's probably set up pretty well, because I was using my Amp Plus, which I know does have issues with connections. So it's just dumb me for spending all my effort setting up the stream and the event and not paying attention to my connection. I should probably remove my Amp Plus dongle just so I don't set it up again on Amp Plus. But now thinking about it, I need it for the pedals, don't I? But the pedals, that means the pedals aren't probably that good either. Let's change the pedals. I miss out on the cool torque and things, but I still got torque. I haven't got pedal effectiveness. All those other metrics, I've got no idea if it's good or not, but I'll pull out the Amp Plus dongle after this ride, just so I don't make that same mistake again. Rookie error. It's my first event. Alright, how far to go? 500 meters. Slight descent. Good bit of momentum here. Be kind of better if there was humans rather than bots, but still a workout. I like how you got the speed difference rather than so they're doing 8 kilometers an hour faster than me. So I see at the moment I'm almost their speed. I prefer that over what the riders are doing, watts per kilo wise. If you're on a breakaway, you can match the speed. If you're in a group, you can also see if you're going slower. Like I'm going slow at the moment. Corner coming up, so I'll just compress into the field a little bit. And then these. Kick out of the corner. No one's really sprinting anymore, the bots are all buggered. Vernon's giving me a run for my money. Don't really need these anymore. The bots are definitely done. Yeah, they have a critical profile, and so they're just like humans. They burn all the matches, they're done. Other thing too is I'm improving, so the bots are based on my ability, but I've come from a pretty low level recently, so the bots aren't perfectly matched with my ability. I'm still pretty buggered. It's giving me a good workout though. That's the good thing about having the bots. All right, come up to the last lap. Gotta make sure I get decent points here. You can't just sit at the back. Oh, Vernon is behind me. Going wide, I think. Yep. Oop, wrong gears. Wrong gears. It's hard to tell the difference. Holy spokes. But when you enter the race, you can see the rider list. When I entered, I couldn't see anyone. Maybe someone else has entered. Generally on the leaders group, it'll show the human riders groups. So I'm not sure if Sergio does have like a bot name though. IndieVELO could, going back to your questions here, that's what IndieVELO could improve, is the ability to identify bots. Some people don't want to identify the bots, so, but maybe a setting that you can choose, so you can toggle, maybe make bots have some sort of identifier. All right. Last kilometre. Lots of points on the last bridge, I think. Generally going along against the bots works. Oh, lose a light? I did. The light's like, nah, stuff this stream, I'm out of here. I can feel the braking on my trainer there. Get ready for the aero power up. I think that's done him. This is what's great. I know that I won the race straight away. Even before I cool down. If this is a teams race, you also know if the points are there, they come with the points. Well, that was a very long stream, lots of technical issues. What did I get? Sprinter, time trial. That's my graph. There's my so same FTP, same critical power, same what? Had a little bit of extra jump just here though, and there. I'm falling so far, am I? Oh no, because the light's gone out. Can it come back on again? I don't need that. Don't need no light. Has ruined the green screen effect though. It's okay. That's okay. I'll finish the stream anyway. Yeah, I think there needs to be a default, Scott, doesn't there? If it's a bot, just put something in their name, but also maybe the team kit, maybe something on their head. A bit like the bots, the pace bot and the pace partners in Zwift. Give them some sort of slightly different wheels or something to identify them. So in the group you can also see. I know it's discussed a lot on the on all Facebook group and the Discord group, so it's just something that George is obviously aware of. Definitely for new users it's the biggest issue, because new users are most confused. Well, thanks for watching the stream, everyone. Not exactly how I planned. It does demonstrate something that I do like about IndieVELO, and it's kind of ironic that I demonstrated it by using the wrong connection. If you're not weren't watching previously, I got booted from my own race because I noticed it when I was climbing. I was getting dropouts, and so when you get a dropout, even for a trainer, because it's different with a trainer if you stop pedaling, the way it times it. It's not like sticky watts with when you have power meter. But when you get dropouts, it does activate the anti-cheating mechanisms in IndieVELO, which is also what I demonstrated in another video, where if you pedal and stop, pedal and stop, pedal and stop, if you do it enough times, IndieVELO will boot you for trying to exploit what is quite controversial, but a game mechanism where some people think you get an advantage. It is possible advantage, but it's also something that you should be able to stop doing. I got it because I chose the wrong connection, which has dropouts, which basically simulates the same thing. Is that even though I'm still pedaling, so I'm not gaining the advantage, but the game doesn't know that. The game thinks that you're pedaling and then stopping, pedaling and then stopping, pedaling and then stopping. So even though it is quite, I wouldn't say embarrassing, but it's not the ideal situation, setting up the first burrito bash, then I get bashed out the race. But it's comforting to know that if you have trainer issues, the game tells you have trainer issues. If you're doing it deliberately, it tells you that there's an issue and to stop doing that. I know that Zwifty Zwifter has reservations about it because the mechanisms of riding in a pack mean that you will go back off the pace, go on the pace, back off the pace, go off the pace. But I tested it out yesterday on that descent. It's very difficult. I didn't get booted. I got booted today because I was using Ant Plus. So it also shows that if you've got an issue with your trainer, rather than potentially gaining an advantage with it and not knowing it, it tells you. So then you try and work it out, which is what I want Zwift to do. Pog or Ghana. Are we talking about the Giro today? It's not a time trial, is there? What are we talking about? Clue me in, Scott, whilst I bash Zwift again. So what I want Zwift to do is to let people know when they're doing this stuff. Today it's good in terms of it let me know there's an issue with my trainer. Yeah, it sucks to be booted from the race, but there's races all the time. I'd rather be told there's an issue with my trainer rather than sometimes people have issues with their trainers, don't realise they're doing unrealistic efforts, end up being extremely embarrassed by the community because they end up being one of the best, creating power that only World Tour riders do, and they're not really doing that. And then when they figure out there's an issue, they're basically back into the real world, realise they're a Cat C rider, not a bloody A+ rider. But Zwift is to blame for that too. IndieVELO told me there's an issue with my trainer. Says it on the screen if you read it quick enough anyway. Something's wrong with your trainer or you're pedaling incorrectly. Fix it. So that's why I'm on IndieVELO. I'll be setting up these races every week. I'm quite happy to get booted as an example. I had something wrong with my trainer because I used the wrong connection. Next week I'll use Bluetooth. Everything will be good. And that's exactly the way it should be. 3 kilometre individual time trial. Okay. 31. I was going to say 3 kilometre. 31. But is it hilly, Scott? It's got to be hilly. It's the Giro, isn't it? I'd say. No, got to go Pog, don't you? Unless it's absolutely pan flat with a tailwind, then Ghana. I think Pog, yeah. I don't know, I still think Pog because he lost time to Ghana on the flat, but it was his pacing, wasn't it? he was prepared to give up that. So when he got to the climb, he could let rip. Garner, not sure what his pacing was, so I can't guess exactly, but I'm still going with Pog. It's slippery as all hell on the flat. The only thing that I'd change my mind about is if Garner's had really easy days. I haven't had a chance to watch the Giro. You'd think that Pog is fresher at this point of the race, given that he's such a demon compared to everyone else. All the races would feel like training rides, easy training rides for him. Garner would have been doing some domestic duties, wouldn't he be, on the flats? I've got all these new scenes set up on my funny how that flipped over. I've got this set up. I'm trying to I'm trying to work on some new scenes. Where's this? No, I don't want that, do I? I want no. Z, no. None of those ones. How do I set defaults? Yes, default. How do I? Corners. It's all too much at the moment. I've got to do some move transitions, get it so it goes up over here, then up over here, then up over here, and up over here. What else have I got? That doesn't work yet. That's just my camera. As you can see, my green screen set up. Green screen still. Got this one. I've got a few different scenes. That problem is when you leave OBS for a while, come back, everything's all messed up. You literally change nothing. I can't change gears while I'm outside of. Literally change nothing. You come back. It's like there's been little gremlins come into your PC and change settings on you. Oh yes, this is, see how the screen is curved at the moment? That's what I was talking about with my corner pin on the other screen. Making it so it's at an angle and then making it transition around. Only reason why I'm doing that is I just want to see cool effects I can make. I was working on it for a while, a few months ago. That's why they're all broken now. So, this iPad scene, I like this, but my plan was to have me over here. But for some reason the chat, I can't get rid of that little chat window. And then this white, where's this? So that's all buggered up too. The white box was supposed to be the last chat, but that's gone to hell. Got to figure that out. Oh. All right, what time is it? 9:35? No, why's my device is the wrong time. It says 9:43 on my computer and 9:35 on my device. Plus my light over here's given up. It's gone to bed. I better go myself. thanks for watching, and thanks for everyone who, probably long gone now, for joining the first IndieVELO Burrito Bash. I'll set up again next week. Message in the chat below on this channel, on this stream, because next week I think I'll set it an hour later. Whitney wants me to start an hour later next week. Let me know if that suits people more. It's going to be very difficult to make it suit everyone. And also we can change the course, change neutral, change the wind, make suggestions, and I'll ignore them. Anyway, I better go. I'm not going to do my usual outros, because I just want to go. I'm tired. And B, YouTube's being a pain at the moment. It doesn't like me using that song. So I'll try and set up another intro and outro video. Catch you all later. I'll see you in the next stream where I get